Okay, we are on Build Understanding on page 22, and this is Module 1, Lesson 3, which is titled Find and Apply Absolute Value. Make sure that in this section you are going over with me as I go through. So, this first section, we're right here, number 1, the elevations of 4 fish in a lake are shown right over here. The elevation of the top of a lifeguard stand is 6 feet tall. That's what's represented right here. We're going to graph the integers on the number line. So, first, I'm going to start with negative 10. Oops. Negative 10's over here. Then we have negative 6. Negative 3, negative 1, and then that guy, he is sitting up at 6 feet tall. What is the distance from 0 to each elevation on the number line? Okay, so negative 1 is 1 unit away, is 1 unit from 0. Negative 3 is 3 units from 0. Negative 6 is 6 units from 0. Negative 10 is 10 units from 0. And then we got one more, which is that lifeguard guy up there. So 6 is 6 units from 0. So no matter if it's negative or positive, this guy right here of how many units away is going to be positive. The distance from a number to 0 on the number line is called absolute value. And right over here, you will see that as a vocabulary word. Remember, you can find vocabulary words on Quizlet. The absolute value of a number is the distance from the number to 0 on the number line, shown by, do you guys see these little lines? They look like 11s, but they go on either side of the number. So if you look down here, the absolute value of negative 3 equals 3 because negative 3 is 3 spots away from 0. Absolute values will always be positive. Now let's look right down here in B. The absolute value of negative 1 is 1 because negative 1 is 1 spot away from 0. The absolute value of 6 is 6 because 6 is 6 spots away from 0. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3 because negative 3 is 3 spots away from 0. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10. And the absolute value of negative 6 is 6. So no matter if it's positive or negative, when you put the number in an absolute value, it will come out as positive. Okay, let's look at C. The absolute value of a number is written using the symbols right here. For example, the absolute value of negative 8 is written, the absolute value of negative 8, with the little lines right by it. Find the absolute values using the values from part B. So the absolute value of negative 1 is 1. The absolute value of positive 6 is 6. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10. And the absolute value of negative 6 is 6. On D, negative numbers are less than positive numbers. Does this mean that the absolute value of a negative number must be less than the absolute value of a positive number? The answer is no. Because the negative number and its opposite are the same distance from 0. Remember, no matter if it's negative or positive, when it goes into absolute value, it's going to be a positive number because that's how far away the number is from 0.